Hello, this is Tracy with Which Way and That, and tonight we're going to be doing an apple love spell. Before we get started with that, if you'd please take time to hit the like button for the video and also share it. If you would, you can subscribe to my channel and then you'd be able to see more videos in the future. Comment as well below. I will make sure that I put the ingredients in the information below the video. So do check there and feel free to comment. Tell me what you've done in the past and if you would use different ingredients or add to. Anyway, this specific spell I'm going to be doing for a client. Really, it's a couple. And it's just going to add some more zing into their relationship. You can use this same spell and just switch your petition around for a list of specific qualities that you are seeking in a mate to draw to you. You can also do it for someone specific that you might have your eye on. Anyway, the ingredients that we have here is I have an apple and I have scooped the inside of the apple after I cut it. I laid it on its side to cut it so that it has a lid. And then I took an ice cream scoop and I scooped it out. I also have my petition and I use brown paper bag paper and I rip all the edges and then I write my petition on the paper. I already have it all written and ready just so that I can show you quicker and easier. Prior to getting the recording going, I have strawberry incense burning and I also have cinnamon incense burning, both of which are great with love drawing properties. I sprayed the room with rose water and I have cleansed my room and I surround myself with my white light bubble. Next, I have rose petals. I have ground cinnamon. I have basil leaves. I have sugar, which you can use brown sugar or white sugar. I have white sugar to use this time. I have rosemary. I have ginger, and I have parsley flakes. I also have some attraction oil that I will be using on my candle and a few drops in my apple as well, but I'll be using it to dress my candle before we are finished. I also have red twine so that I can bind my petition after I get done dressing it with the oil and folding it. So I also cut some pieces of apple like this so that I can decorate around the outside and sprinkle cinnamon on these along with the rose petals. So first of all, I'm going to take some cinnamon, and I have already, prior to the spell, blessed and activated my ingredients. So you'll want to make sure that you do that. And what I do is I go with each ingredient and I bless and activate each ingredient because you need to tell the herbs and the flower petals exactly what you want them to do. Okay, and we can just have a moment of silence so that I can kind of reinitiate that since there was a little bit of commotion getting ready for everything. Okay, so first I'm going to take a little bit of the cinnamon and I'm going to put some of it in the bottom of the apple. And I think I'm going to go for the sugar. I also have a clear quartz here to kind of help activate and amplify the magic and all of the properties of each ingredient. So I have cinnamon and sugar. We have parsley flakes. And again, all of these herbs have qualities that help draw love and attract. Like even the ginger will help kind of speed it up and put some fire back into the relationship. And the rosemary has great protection qualities as well. And it's great for loyalty. And we have our basil. Okay. I think I'm going to take my candle and kind of stir this up a little bit. And coat the edges. We'll lay that back down there. So get this on my hands good too. I'm gonna wake it up. I'm going to dress my candle. And I try hard not to get it on the wick or we will have problems with the candle lighting. Put a couple drops in here. Okay, and then we take our petition. And of course you would have already written what you need on your petition. I like to take my oil that I'm using, which this is the attraction oil, and I put a dot on each corner and put some in the center. And then I'm going to fold this towards me. I'm going to turn it to the right. Fold this towards me. Turn it to the right. And fold it again towards me. I'm folding it towards me because this is something that I'm wanting to draw for this couple. If I was wanting to send something away, I would be folding it away from me and turning it to the left. Again, I want to fold it again because I want to make it as tight as possible. So I'm going to be putting it inside this apple. Then I'm going to take my twine, which I have a cotton red, and red is of course for love. Red and pink is always great. Let's see, and I'm going to want to wrap this towards me. And I'm just going to go around there so that it's good and tight, because that way we're packing all of that intention inside that paper, and it's got no place to go except to be concentrated, which is exactly what we want. I'm going to go back. Just like that. And I'm going to take my scissors. And I am going to tie this, which is always a trick when your fingers are all greasy. Just like that. And I'm going to put a little knot in it. And then we have our petition. And I'm going to stick that in here just like that. Put the herbs on it. I think I might even put a few rose petals in here. Just like that. Then I'm going to put my hands over the top and put more intention into my apple as a whole. Okay. Now, I've already put the oil on my candle, but I think I want to add a little bit of cinnamon to help dress it. So, and I kind of put some in my little teacups here. And I just kind of want to get that all over there, just like that. Okay. And then let's see here. Sometimes this sinks in there if it is good and ripe. I think I might just take some of my extra apple and help layer in there just to give my candle a little bit of support. Once the wax starts melting, it'll help hold it in there better. I am going to set my apple more in the center of my plate. And I'll put the little lid over to the side. Put my apples around the edge. Just like so. Use a little bit more of my cinnamon around the outside. take a little more ginger too. And I'm going to take my rose petals and kind of scatter these around the plate. I always like to make it pretty. Okay, now we're going to light the candle, and of course we'll let it burn down. Once it is completely burned down, then I will take the top of the apple and I will place that back on the top of my apple, and I will tie the apple closed. Then I'm going to get a piece of cloth, and it can be white cloth is best because white goes for everything. If by chance you have a piece of pink or red cloth, you can use that. You bind everything inside the cloth and you tie it shut with your red twine. And then you will want to bury this in your yard because this is a spell that you're wanting to keep close to you. But yeah, you take the top of the apple, put it on, and you tie the apple closed. You can take toothpicks to help secure it if it's difficult and holding. I have done that before. And then you'll want to tie the cloth closed. So basically you'll have everything in the middle, all of your spell remnants in the middle of the cloth, and you'll just pull it up to the top and you'll tie the top into a little sack. And then take that out in your backyard and bury it in the earth. And that is your love spell. Please, I'm looking forward to see your comments below. And again, like and share the video and subscribe to my channel. And I will talk to you all again soon. Thank you.